Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Vic's Garage. In this episode, I'm going to show you how you finally clean one of these K&N air filters. Before you get into that though, give you a quick update on the charger. I've ordered the last few pieces I needed from AMD. So those pieces should be arriving at my friend's place, Moparnut62. If you don't follow him, give him a follow. Great guy, some good knowledge on his channel. He's holding all these pieces for me. I'm going to make a road trip down, pick them all up and bring them back up. So that's where that's at. And then hopefully we can get on the back half of the car and get that going over the rest of the winter and into the spring, get that done. So with that aside, let's get into how to clean these K&N filters. The first step in cleaning this filter is to just bang it out and get the loose. You'll see like there's lint and stuff on it. You want to get all that loose stuff off. So just bang it out. On like a hard surface or something, and just get all that loose stuff out. After you've banged it out, the next step is to use the cleaner, and you want to spray it on really thick. Cover everything. Make sure you get it all. Spray the whole filter. Your finger's gonna get tired pumping this thing. And then you want to do both sides. Switch to my thumb. Now once you've sprayed the cleaner on, you want to give it 10 minutes to let it soak into the pleats. So in 10 minutes, after that's kind of soaked in a bit, I'll come back. You don't want to let it dry on though, so don't let it sit too long. So give it this 10 minutes and come back to it. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes. The cleaner's been soaking into it, but it's still wet as you can see. So the next step is using like low pressure water, basically a garden hose or a tap, and running it through the clean side into the dirty side. So on my truck, it would basically be the top down. You don't want to go from the dirty side in because you're going to drive whatever little bit of debris and dirt further into the filter. So the clean side down under low pressure water. So just use cold water, run it through all the pleats. Okay, so after you've rinsed it off, and you can see the dirty side pleats now are much more clean looking. You want to do is shake off the excess water. Okay, once you've shaken off whatever excess water you can, you have to let it dry before you oil it. So they say don't use any like forced air, compressed air, heat guns, etc. If you have the time, leave it in the sun is probably your best option. I've left it around like a heater duct in the house before where it's not very like high pressure heat and it's not overly hot like a heat gun, and that's worked well too. But try not to use something like an air compressor or like an actual heat gun. Wipe the outside down with a towel. Leave it in the sun is your best bet in my opinion. If you want to speed up a little bit, you can leave it over a heat register. You're not really... I've done it and it's worked alright because like I said, it's not overly hot, but you gotta let it dry. So I'm gonna go let this dry now and then we'll get on to the next step after that's done. Alright, so I went for a short run, took a shower, And now my filter is dry. So the next step, what we need to do with this K&N filter is to oil the pleats. So what you want to do is oil the dirty side, and you do it by spraying along the pleats. There's also the oil and a drip, and you would just line the pleats with that, but I have the aerosol. So I'm going to spray it along the pleats, and I'm going to try to get even coverage. And then you're going to wait 20 minutes, and you're going to check it, and you're going to see if it's got a nice, that K&N color to it. And it's going to be uniform along all the pleats on both sides. But you only want to oil on this side of it, and then let it soak in. So we're going to do that now. Keep it about 12 inches away or so, and then spray just nice and evenly along the pleats. And then I like to come and hit it from the other direction. Just flip it over and go. I don't know if it makes really much of a difference, but just to make sure I get in the middle of the pleats. So now that's done, I'll just wipe the outside down for the overspray. And we'll come back in about 20 minutes and see how the color looks on it. Alright, so I've come back and I gave it 20 minutes. There's a few light spots. I gave it a quick spray on the back side on those light spots. And I like to check it on the front because you can kind of see really when it's soaked in if it's nice and even. And you can see I've got some very nice even color on this right now. So it looks like everything's got an equal amount of oil, or at least it's saturated well enough. And it's good to go. So this is ready to go back in my truck. And that's the whole process of cleaning a K&N air filter. If you got any questions, throw in the comment section below. I personally like these. I use them on all my vehicles just because, it's just one less thing. After you've done a couple, it's paid for itself. You clean this thing twice and it's basically paid itself off versus having to buy an air filter every time. Like, it's a little bit of an investment up front, but the oil kit lasts, God, this is, who knows how old this is. The oil kit lasts a long time, and I use it on 2 different vehicles, so you can't beat it. So go get yourself one, and now that you know how easy it is to clean it, it shouldn't scare you if you're concerned about it. That's it for this one, guys. If you got any questions, like I said, throw them in the comments below, and I'll see you at the next one. Take it easy.